Hi everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel. So I'm actually really excited to do this one. Not that I'm not ever excited to do the other ones that I've ever done, but I did a set, a set that inspired this one a long time ago. I will add a photo in. This is basically what I'm doing lately. I did it with another set recently as well. Is basically when I'm a bit stuck for ideas and stuff and I don't fancy just basically being lazy and totally copying somebody else's, I just do the same thing but with myself. So I just copy my own ideas but then try and give them a little bit of a twist. So this time I will insert a clip, like a little photo here of the one that I'm talking about. And then obviously you'll see what we do instead of that. So the last one was like two different grey colours and a silver with some glitter and a bit of stamping. So we're going to swap the stamping for something holiday stamping wise instead of the stars, and we're going to swap the greys for holiday colours basically. So these are the colours that I've picked out. I'm still a bit unsure about whether they're going to go, but I'm going to do it anyway because it's a little bit outside my comfort zone, because I'm so unsure. Like I usually like to go with something that I 100% know, and obviously I don't know about these ones, but we'll see. So I'm going to be using Mango Tango, which is a beautiful, it's like a semi-sheer glitter, but we're going to be putting glitter on top of it, so I don't want it to be too full coverage anyway. And we've got California Sun, which is this beautiful orange, and then we've got Poppy Fields, which is almost like an orangey red sort of colour. And then I'm going to be using Sex on the Beach from, which one is it? I think it's the cocktail, obviously it's a cocktail. It's from the cocktail collection from Sparkle Supplies UK, and it is a beautiful glitter. So I really wanted to give that, like get some use out of that at the moment, because a few of my clients are going on holiday like as early as May like I am, so it's nice to see some holiday inspired designs. So let's get straight into it. First of all, I'm going to start out with doing the full colour nails, just because obviously it's easy to get them done and get the bases into the lamp ready for me to work on top of with design. So we're going to have a full glitter nail first of all, which is going to be a full nail of Sex on the Beach, but like I said, we're going to be popping Mango Tango underneath that. So I'm just going to do one coat of this and cure it, and then once it's cured I'm going to do another coat, but we're going to pop the glitter into that coat before I cure it. So we are going to have two coats of the glitter all together, but I just need to do one and cure it until I can do the design. So I'm going to pop that one into the lamp. Well, I'm not, because I've just left a massive blob of it on the very tip of that nail without even noticing. Just want to get it nice and even. It's such a beautiful colour, this glitter is. There we go. I'm going to pop that one in. And then base wise of the other ones, we're going to need a... okay, so we need a lighter colour. So I'm going to do the lighter one as well. I'm going to turn my lamp away so it's not shining on the colours that I'm using. So I'm using California Sun for this nail, and we're just going to do a full nail of this. This is going to have a little bit of design on top anyway, but I'm just doing the full nail just because that is absolutely the quickest way to do this design. Such a beautiful colour. I'm really, really looking forward to doing holiday nails again. So that one's going into the lamp. And then the next one is going to be the dark colour with the stamping on top. So we're going to do that one ready as well. So I'm going to get Poppy Fields, which in this instance is our darker colour. Such a beautiful colour. I think I used this in a video not that long ago, and I was like really stunned that I hadn't used it like loads and loads and loads since I bought it, because it is so beautiful. Still need to figure out what I'm going to have on my holiday, so I need to have a think about that as well soon. So there's that one. And then we've got, I've wrote it down, this is why I'm sort of like, I'm stuttering a little bit, is because I'm looking at my plans that I've written down. So we've got a half and half nail as well. So I'm just gonna start that off. We have got some glitter going down the middle of this one though, so not too worried. Actually, I lied, I do need to worry about the middle of this one. Because we're using like a semi-transparent glitter over the top of this, I want the glitter itself to actually be like drew on, if that makes any sense. Like I'm not doing it over the top of the fade like I usually do. So I'm just going to clean this one up. Would have been helpful if I'd remembered that before I painted it, but never mind. So I've just got my brush. and I'm just going to clean that up. And then obviously I'm going to do like a line here for the other colour. So we're going to get California Sun, and because these colours are not going to be touching, I can do this while the other side is wet. You could also flash cure or whatever you want to do for this process as well, if that makes you feel more comfortable. Don't want a huge line down the middle, so I'm just like sort of mapping that out with this, and then I can just fill in that side area. Of course, if this was on a real person, I would use a nail art brush to do this, else I'd be getting polish all over my client's sidewalls. Okay, and then once I'm happy with that, I'm going to pop that into the lamp for a full cure as well. And then last but not least is going to be a full colour nail, but at the moment I'm a bit confused about what we've got. So we've got the lighter colour, which is going to have like a half sort of design with glitter on it, and then we've got the other colour, which is a full nail of the darker one, which is going to have some lighter stamping on it. So I think I'm going to do, because this nail is literally just going to be plain, I'm going to do it in the lighter colour, just because we don't seem to have enough of the lighter colour throughout this design. So it'd be nice to have one where it's literally just this colour and this colour only, because this is actually beautiful. I think this would look really nice while you're on holiday with a nice tan. So I'm going to pop that on in, and then I'm going to do the second coats on all of those, and then I will join you back here when we're ready to design them. Okay, so while they're in the lamp all curing, like the second coats of those, I'm going to do the full glitter nail. So we're going straight in with another coat of Mango Tango, and this is going to be the one that our glitter is going to stick to. So I'm just popping that on. Now I don't want this to be like ultimate coverage of the loose glitter. I want it to be nice and flat and just easy to work with, instead of having to encapsulate and all that annoying stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some in the lid next to me. I'm going to use my brush to pick up the specks and place them on the nail. Again, not worried about covering the whole nail, so just placing them on, not putting loads in one area. I'm spreading it out quite evenly, and then this will make the next steps much easier, instead of having to encapsulate and all that boring long-winded stuff. But these glitters, these loose glitters, are so versatile with colour because they're iridescent. They reflect beautifully. Let me just get this out of the way so it can focus on the glitter instead, and zoom in a bit. That's what it looks like. So as you can see, we've got a bit sticking out here. I'm just going to move that out of the way. And then I'm going to use my detailer brush. So I'm just going to make sure that it's nice and clean, there's no colour on it that's going to contaminate my glitter. I'm going to pop a little bit of top coat just through the ends to make sure all my bristles are together and that it's also a little bit sticky. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at this from all different angles, and then you'll be able to see if any areas are higher than elsewhere, and if they are, you just want to move the glitter around a bit to make sure it's as flat as it can be, and this will make the next step super easy, because you're not going to build up a layer to cover them up. You can literally just base and top or double top coat, and that will be plenty to make them nice and smooth. No lumpy bumpy areas. So again, I'm just moving it every angle. As you can see, it's nice and smooth. If there is any areas like this bit here that are sticking up, it usually just means that there's a bit of glitter sitting on top of another piece of glitter. So you just want to basically separate the two so they're singular and flat to the nail, and then they won't be so raised. And then once I'm finished doing my overall like inspection of it and I'm happy, I will then look from the top perspective, just making sure first I'm happy before I move on to that step. Okay, that's better. Then I will look from this perspective, and if there's anywhere that you can see, like I'm not sure whether you can see, but here there's a big gap where there isn't one. So I'm going to bring this lid back. I'm literally going to pick up like one piece of glitter at a time on my brush and just place it exactly where I want it. So I'm not going to have to do the step that I've just done again. I'm not going to have to move them all round because they're all on top of each other and stuff. I'm literally just placing a piece of glitter exactly where I want it. And then there's no messing about to do. It's nice and flat. It's really easy to go in straight away at the very beginning and place on like as much glitter as you can get on there, but then you're just going to have to move around a lot more, and that process takes longer than this process of just popping a couple of specks on. So always try and be a bit more cautious about not just putting way too much glitter on, and it won't actually take quite as long to sort it out. And again, I'm just going to double check. Once I'm happy, I can pop that one into the lamp. And then moving on, so the only one that I haven't finished like colour wise off camera was this one, and that's because I just wanted to show you that I'm going to do the middle bit of Mango Tango where our glitter is going to be with a detailer brush, because it's going to be much easier than using the bottle like I did for the outside colours. So I'm just going to take Mango Tango on my detail brush. This is a striper, but obviously you can use whatever brush you're most comfortable with, and I'm just going to take that into that middle area, doing the outside lines first, making sure I'm happy with them, and then when I am, I can just pop this colour straight in the middle. I'm going to do the same sort of thing like that I did with that full nail of glitter with this one. So I'm going to be applying some loose glitter over the top. So I'm just going to do one coat of Mango Tango first, pop that in the lamp, and if you can see, Mango Tango's got the same sort of effect as this loose glitter. It's got like the gold iridescent-y sort of look to it, so it works really well. I'm going to pop this in the lamp for a full cure, and when it comes out I will do exactly the same as I did with the full one. I'll pop another layer on, leave that wet, put the glitter into that wet layer, and then we can work with that. So while that one's in there, we're going to move on to the next one. This is also going to be Mango Tango because I'm adding some glitter details. So I'm going to be doing this in sort of like a moon shape, if that makes any sense, like just around the outside of the nail, but I want there to be enough for me to be able to put some loose glitter on. Obviously, like loose glitter does take up space, so I'm just taking that further in. Keep looking at it from the front of the nail to make sure I'm happy with how that looks. I'm going to take it further over the top, I think. And a bit further round the bottom as well, I think. And bring it round there. And then again, once I'm happy, I can pop this in the lamp. The one coat of the Mango Tango to cure, and then I will put another coat on top, wet, and then we can place it in to that. I feel like I still need a little bit more, so I'm going to create a new line. I really want to get that glitter on there and be able to see it, so I'm just going to take it in a bit further so we can fit some more on. You can never have too much glitter, that is my motto. And then once I'm happy, I'll pop that in the lamp. In fact, I think I'm just going to apply the glitter to this coat because it's quite good coverage anyway over the top of the orange. So once I'm happy with that, I'm going to apply the glitter on top. So again, I'm going to get my lid back, I'm going to tip some in, a bit more. I'm going to use my larger brush first to pick up the majority, place that on. There we go, and then again I'm just going to use my detailer brush to make sure that they're all evenly coated, spread out. I'm going to pop some extras on again, to fill in any gaps. Would help if it would stay focused, but I think the glitter is throwing it off because it is just so shiny. So it's mainly like right up to the line that I need to create. Like, well, I need to add more glitter. So I'm just doing that. I find this the best way to use glitter with just gel polish, like minus all the like builder gels and all that sort of thing. I'm gonna have to move the glitter out of the way, else it's not going to stay focused. It's going to be quite annoying. There we go. Yeah, I find this the easiest way without having to encapsulate and everything, because one, obviously it's quicker to not have to encapsulate, and two, if your client is just having a gel polish design, you obviously don't want to use your build gel for design purposes, because it costs more for a service including builder gel and not than not using builder gel. So obviously if you charge for it, then that's good, but a lot of us are a bit what's the word, a bit well, I'm a bit naughty at just going for it and just doing whatever the design is, because technically they're paying for the design, but you don't realise that you're using a lot of extra product. So once I'm happy, and I'm going to look from all angles to make sure again I am happy with it, it's nice and smooth. I've just placed that one there, which is very annoying by accident. There we go. This is what it looks like once it's done. Made that orange a bit more exciting. And then we're going to pop that in the lamp for a full cure. And then next up, I'm going to do this Mango Tango one again. So I just need a little bit more on my palette. Just a little bit. And I'm going to run my brush through it again, and we're going to create the second layer of it. And this is going to be the layer that our glitter is going to stick to. So I'm going to make sure it's everywhere. Get a little bit more on my palette, and then we're just going to fill in that gap in the middle. Making sure to take it everywhere that we want the glitter to go, so obviously it will stick. Okay, so again, once I've done that, I'm going to get my glitter again. I'm going to pop it in my lid. I have got the lid next to me, I've just moved it out of the way so it doesn't affect my phone focusing. I'm just going to get it on my brush again, pop that down the middle. Obviously we really don't need a lot this time because it is just the middle area. And then I'm going to look at it from all angles again. We've got one literally sitting up right there, so that's why you need to turn it around and make sure that they're all flat. Move him inwards a bit because he's outside of the line, and so is this one. Just use my nail, make life easier. There we go. And then we've got one down here that's a little bit too far over. And then I've just got a little bit of a gap here that I just want to fill. So I'm going to get my individual pieces again. Look from the side, see if I've got any that are really thick and raised, and if I have, I'm just going to flatten them down a bit. And then once I'm happy and it's nice and smooth, one last look from the top, make sure everything is where I want it. And then once I'm happy, I can pop that into the lamp. So last but not least, I'm just going to finish off this glitter one here. So I'm going to pop a coat of top coat over the top. I'm going to get quite a lot on my brush because I want to make sure that it goes between every single bit of glitter. So I'm getting quite a lot on there, and I'm basically just really floating it over and just making sure it's gone in between every nook and cranny. And then once I've done that, I will then brush off all the excess because I don't want to leave it that thick, else it's not going to cure properly and the nail's going to be super thick. So we can smooth that out once I've done that. And then if you look now, it's really, really smooth. So by the time I've top coated this, after this is cured, it's going to be nice and smooth, and we're not going to have to worry at all about buffing or encapsulating. Like, it's really that easy. So I'm going to pop that into the lamp. I'm going to do the exact same thing with this nail. I am going to base coat the whole of the nail, because if you only do the area that's got glitter on it, that area is going to end up really thick. So when you top coat, that area is obviously going to be raised compared to around it. But I am going to focus the base coat on this area first, like I did with that last one, to make sure it gets in between every speck, and then I can just pull it over as normal over the rest of the nail. I've got 2 specks of glitter on my brush that I need to get off. There we go. And once I'm happy with that, again, I can go straight into the lamp. And then all we've got to do now is our stamping, I think. So I'm going to get this nail, which is what I'm going to be stamping. I'm going to be stamping in white, because I think that white stamping is like super holiday vibes. So I'm just going to get rid of my glitter before I end up getting it all over the place by accident. Just get the lid on that and all my polishes. And then we're going to stamp on top of this one. So I'm going to be using a holiday plate. It is from Moira. I absolutely love their stamping items. And this is what it looks like. So it's the 66 exotic stamping plate, and these are the images that are on it. Really, really cute. It's really good for summer. So that's what it looks like, and I think I'm going to use this one here because that is really pretty. I did question doing the palm trees, but I think I'm going to save those for a different video. So I think I'm going to use this one here because it's not quite summer yet, and this is summery but not like actual summer, like palm tree sort of thing. So we're going to use that one. I'm just going to get some kitchen roll to do my stamping on top of, so I don't get stamping polish all over the place. So I'm using the Moyu white stamping polish. I'm using my CJS Clear Jelly Stamper. I don't really use this that often, to be honest. I'm trying to get more into using it, which is why I'm using it now. And then I'm using just an old Moira scraper that obviously has seen better days and definitely needs cleaning. So I'm going to have to do my stamping off camera because my phone camera absolutely hates stamping plates. It doesn't know what to do when my light reflects off it. So I'm just popping my polish above the image, scraping at a 45-degree angle to get the excess off, picking up the image with my stamper. This is what it looks like, and I'm going to use the whole image for all of the nail. I'm going to put it about there. Pull it off, make sure the sides are stuck down. Any excess that would be on like a client's skin, I'd just use a brush like this to clean up with acetone, or these little lipstick applicators. These are really good for clean up things like that as well. So that one's done as well. I think that's it now. So I'm going to show you all of the nails that we've got. I'm going to quickly top coat them off camera, put them all together, and we can see how they turned out. But look at those, aren't they beautiful? Very summery. So like I said, just going to quickly top coat and then I'll show you what they all look like at the end. So here is the finished look. I'm so happy with how these turn out, apart from that one speck there that I accidentally pulled there with my top coat and obviously didn't realise until it's too late. But anyway, I'm really happy with how they turned out. Let me know whether you prefer this set or the grey set that I showed you at the beginning, and whether you like these or not, and whether you'd wear them. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back really soon with another video. Bye!